It is 1:11 a.m. and I just finished packaging and labeling stuff, of course, last minute on a Saturday night, Friday night. So that describes the sounds in the background, little Paris's feet, but this is my preparation for tomorrow. So let's go. Lights out. On the way to the market and definitely late. Here we are with our things. My helper. Breakfast at Barney's. Alright, so in general, I don't always have someone who's helping me, but I highly recommend you having someone with you setting up because it makes things so much easier. And make sure everything looks very presentable. I like to have my spinny wheel to draw people in and just make everything look cute because it makes a big difference. Alright, so we set up nicely. Yep, set up nicely. I got myself a snack. We are here from basically, what, like 7 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Man, it smells every time I walk past y'all.
It's good?
Yeah,
Good job. We have some secret stuff that we did to make sure we did well today to get attention because you want attention. Is if you know you're having a crowd that likes scents, then I highly recommend this little trick is to get your essential oil that you use for your soaps or whatever and like put it somewhere where the scent is strong so then people will come over just from the scent, and that's what we did. But yeah, everything was smooth. We were a little bit later than expected, but you know what? We got grace time.
Oh, am I in the shop?
Yes.
Hi.
The weather is nice. They said it was going to be raining, but it is not, and it didn't rain during setup, so honestly that's a win because I hate setting up like tents in the rain. So, start of the show. I have my goodie bag. I like to walk around and give people free samples because I just like to be known and say hi to people. So, here we go. Yeah, and to also support other business owners because there's a lot of other businesses that might be like selling shirts and stuff like that next door, and they don't, you know, you guys aren't in competition, so you guys can support each other. So definitely good, a good way to do that because most people who are small business, they like to support other small businesses because they understand what you're going through. Hi. All right, so this was really funny. Being from Washington State, I honestly haven't taken the time to learn who the mayor is of Atlanta. And I just know there was this big like camera crew and there's this guy that looked nice, like dressed up nice, that came by and said hello. And my friend and I were like, oh, hello guy, like you seem popular and you seem like you have a crowd. But a lot of people at breakfast at Barney's did have a crowd, so I wasn't sure who he was. But he introduced himself and he's like, hi, I'm Andre Dickens. And I was like, oh, hello, Mr. Andre, nice to meet you. And I just like, I don't know, I didn't do anything special. I kind of just, he asked a few questions and then later on he's like, you want a picture? And I was like, sure. And then I realized the person that was taking the picture had a City of Atlanta logo on their shirt. And I was like, oh my gosh, who is this man? And so then my friend and I looked up on like Andre Dickens' City of Atlanta. And then we realized that he was the mayor. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're so dumb. So anyways, so note to self, look up who your mayor is and maybe like if there's a lineup for who's going to be coming to the event that you're going to or like how many people are going to be there. So just heads up on stuff like that because I did not expect that. But it was really nice that we got to meet him and I know who he is now. So for next time, it'll be a funny story if he remembers me and I tell him that I didn't know who he was and I'm sorry, but it's been a long day. It's time to close up shop. We're out. Long hours. Ready to go. Finally made it home and it's time to unload and relax. Finally. And let me know in the comments below if you like going to vending events and why you do it. But there really wasn't that many people coming in to buy stuff. But at the end of the day, whatever vending event you go to, you just always know that you just never know what the outcome will be, but it's always good to show your face And if you can do samples, that's really good too. Like I cut up soap to make samples and do giveaways or like tester of products, because that's one way to draw people in. That's something that's free, and if they like it, then they'll buy. You know what I mean? So always try to get a sale, and always try to meet more people, get people to follow you on Instagram or wherever your following is, just so people can see you. So that's the whole point of doing these events, even though it was, I think it was like $75 that I paid for that vending booth, and I think I only made like $40, but that's really not that bad. So I mean, to be seen and then to get future customers or just kind of get around, especially as a newbie, is the way to go. So highly recommend to go to any vending event that you can, just to be out there and to meet people and maybe get some recommendations on what's like super trendy right now. So anyways, that is my breakfast at Barney's Soul Food Festival event. It was really fun. There was definitely a lot going on. Their Instagram had a lot going on. It was fun. It was popping for them, and it was just nice to see like locals coming out. And there's a lot of people that eat at breakfast at Barney's on the weekend anyways, but it was just fun to be a part of it and just to show up and just kind of see what the vibe is like. And it was just nice to go out, and it was nice outside. So definitely recommend that if you're a small handmade business, to get out there and do the same, because you will not regret it just to be out there. Because my dad has a saying like, you have to play to win if you want to win the lottery. So if you don't get out there, then you can't win. But if you go out there, you have a chance. Thanks for tuning in to UD Naturals, and stay tuned for the next video.